Okay, hold on. I got theme music signed up for or ready
Okay.
for this.
All right.
Okay, hello everybody. We are getting ready to kick off yet another fantastic Conspiracies with Drake.
Yeah.
Here is our theme song for Conspiracies with Drake.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. Hey everybody.
The snort made it all worth it.
All right. So let's bring Drake on.
Beautiful. Just
Hi.
absolutely beautiful.
Hi. How you doing?
All right, Drake. So I suppose I should bring our guest conspirator on.
Hi.
Okay.
Conspirator.
Nugget.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi.
Nugget.
Yes.
Stop talking for a second. I'm just doing
Okay,
introductions. Okay. So I told you I'm not pulling any punches this time. I tried helping you the last time. You said you had it. You begged for a redo. You said that you could prove that you would do better this time.
Yes, I am going to do better this time
Okay.
without the computer.
Okay.
part.
As you type.
So I need to make sure that you are calm. You were nervous last time. I need to make sure you're calm.
I'm very namaste at the moment.
I don't know what that means. Are you calm?
Yes.
Okay.
I have moral support.
Okay, so that's good. It's good that you brought. It's good that you brought moral support because I also lined up some moral support for you.
Aw. I knew you would be out there for me.
Yeah, I want. So we have somebody else joining us, and I don't know if they're here to help or hinder you,
Okay. Makes sense.
but I just want you to. I just wanted you to be assured, or I want to be assured that your nerves you're calm, you're ready to broadcast.
Are you broadcasting yet? Oh,
Yes.
yes, you are. Okay, yes. I'm unnerved.
What?
Or no, wait.
Yep.
No. I'm fine. Continue.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, you seem a lot more composed this time, so this should go a lot better than the last time. All right.
Fingers crossed.
All right. So
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay, sorry.
the fifth person just showed up, so I'm going to introduce him. Kaya, welcome.
Hello. How is everyone?
How you doing, buddy?
How's it
Pretty
going,
good,
Kaya?
pretty good. Just had some dinner, decided to join on Doug's
All right, Nugget.
invitation.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Nugget.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm on vlog. Sorry,
What in the fuck?
Well, I guess she doesn't want to do it. All right.
okay. So my conspiracy today is Princess Diana was murdered. Oh my god, I can't believe Kaya's here. Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
That's okay.
I've
Relax.
been listening to you since I was 12 years
Nugget.
old. Sorry.
Aw,
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't know if that should make me proud or if I should apologize, but that's
Both.
sweet.
Anyway, Princess Diana was murdered. Why? I'll tell you why.
Oh God.
So, going through the accepted night of the events that has happened. So we start off with the fact that they were at the Ritz Hotel. Okay, they were getting
Who's
their
they?
dinner. So Princess Diana and Dodi Al-Fayed.
Alpha Dad.
Dodie? Did you say Dodie?
Yes, it's a dude. It's a dude.
Okay.
So his dad is a billionaire. His dad's name is Muhammad. So they're from
What?
not here.
Oh, I didn't know Princess Diana was from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh no. Well, she speaks English, so she's kind of understandable.
Just what? Okay.
Okay. So
You
anyway,
know what? I'm keeping fucking notes.
good. I kept a lot of notes. I've watched a lot of documentaries as of two, I think. Okay, 3, but 1. Never mind. Doesn't matter.
No,
So-
it doesn't.
So, okay. They were at the Ritz Hotel.
Slow down.
Princess
Slow down. What is Dodie to Princess Diana?
Dodie is, okay, new lover. She broke up with Hasnat Khan, another guy who wasn't from here. So she was in love with him. They broke up. She got with Dodie because Dodie invited her on his yacht because he has a yacht. And so
I mean,
They
that
were
makes
all-
sense, right?
Do you think that?
Do you know how many times
Some-
I've invited somebody onto my yacht and I don't have
Well, he's
one?
a
and it
billionaire.
just
Do you
totally
think that
fucking
somebody from
backfires.
the royal family is impressed by a yacht? Is that?
she's not from the royal family anymore. She broke up. She got divorced with Charles, Prince Charles. So she completely is like separated from now. She's only tied to them by the fact that they have children together.
Then why is
Oh,
her
so
name
she's
Princess?
technically not a. Yeah, she's technically not a princess then when she died,
Yeah,
right?
she's not. No.
Then who the fuck gives a fuck?
Yeah,
about
who
her
cares
death?
then?
Because she's
You
hot.
don't even have to prune her from the family tree. I assume they like white out removed her in the first place.
She was really hot there at the end when the
Oh,
car
yeah.
caught on fire.
Anyway, so hi Kaya.
Jesus Christ.
Hello.
Okay,
Is this uncomfortable for you, Kaya?
No.
it's okay. I'm 18.
I'm good. Relax.
Jesus Christ.
He's not trying to put anything
Everything's
in you.
okay.
Just tell him about Princess Diana. Jesus
Tell us
fucking
about
Christ.
Dondi or Donda or Dildo, whatever his name is.
Dobie.
Dodie.
Oh my god.
Okay. So Dodi Al Fayed was Princess Diana's lover. They were about to get engaged because
What did he do for a living?
he was a business guy, basically one of those nepotism. Wait. Basically one of those nepotism babies because his dad is like a business guy. So he had like billions, and then so
What the fuck is a nepotism
What?
baby?
You can call him a nepotism baby, but what did Princess Diana do for a living besides monkey branching from one rich man to another?
no, she did humanitarian work. Technically, she started
So
as
nothing.
So she's like
That's busy
Bono.
work.
So
No,
she's
she
in
is a
you too.
nepotism baby. She is a nepotism baby. I will say that, but she is hot. So there's a difference.
Yeah, but
Nope.
she had those ginger genes. Isn't Prince Harry her son?
Yes, Harry and William.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Didn't he jack
That's
off
not
thinking
It
about his
is.
mom?
Yes, he did. Oh my god, that book.
Ew.
Anyway. Oh,
He did what?
he,
He wrote a book where he said he was thinking about his mom jacking off. He was
No.
jacking off while he was thinking about his own mom.
Is that the one that is that the same guy that married the girl from Suits? Or is that somebody else?
I don't know what Suits
he
is.
is an
He's the
actor.
guy everyone calls a cuckold because he married that soulless, shrewd succubus, and now he's just walking around with his balls in her purse.
Will Smith.
And he wrote a book.
Will
Meghan-
Smith.
Meghan
Oh,
Markle.
No, not Will Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith's
Harry.
from
Will
the
Smith.
royal family.
Smith.
Jesus
How'd
fuck.
you get to Will Smith?
What's the thing
Yeah,
with Vegeta? I think my goal this episode is to make every one of you facepalm. I've already got 2.
I don't know if you've counted Anthony's, but he did it when I told him you were coming on.
Oh, okay. 3.
All right, so go ahead.
So, they were at the Ritz Hotel, as I was saying, in Paris, France. And so the paparazzi, they were going to go out to dinner, but the paparazzi got in the way. So they canceled plans, and then they just ate together in the hotel, which was like $7,000 a night because they're like billion millionaires. And so they were trying to leave because the paparazzi, and they just wanted to get out, and they wanted to go back to his apartment, probably to have intercourse. Which is the
Probably.
first time I've said intercourse on this show, by the way. Somebody called me the W word. I'm not going to even talk about that anyway.
Well,
So-
woman? What the
No.
fuck is a W
Okay.
word?
So we've got to stop because you're starting to slip,
Yeah,
right?
you're going all
Yeah.
over the place here. You stay on track.
Okay.
Ask your assistant what the next line is.
What's my next line?
Diana?
Diana. She
Sex.
said Diana sex.
Yeah.
Diana sex. Diana was going to have sex.
All right, get your assistant on here.
What?
Okay.
I want to talk to your assistant.
Hi.
Can you hear her?
She's got to get closer to the mic and on
Oh
camera.
my god. I can like turn. Oh, okay. Can you?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So you're
She's
feeding
pretty
her.
already.
You're feeding her bad lines. All right, get off the camera. Thank you. Nugget, take over.
Okay.
Did you just pat her head? That was weird.
He likes to pet me.
What the fuck are you guys doing over there?
It's friends.
Uh-huh.
We're friends.
Anthony,
You wouldn't know, Anthony.
Anthony,
Right, yeah.
friend scissor. It's a thing.
Oh,
Sorry, my
not
bad.
yet.
Nugget, go.
Okay, so they needed to distract the paparazzi to get out to go back to his apartment so they could have intercourse, and finish their dinner and all that. And so there was
What? I feel like
there
you're. Just go ahead.
You okay?
Okay, they were having dinner and then what? Stay on track.
There was a coup. There was a plan. There was a mischievous plan by Henri Paul. He's French, so it's not Henry, it's Henri, but it's spelled like Henry. Anyway, he
Okay.
was he was the bodyguard. No, he was the driver. Dang it. I know the two. Trevor Reese Jones was one of them, and then Henri Paul, I think, was the bodyguard. The bodyguard, basically, he was the issue. So
You're doing it.
Distracted all the paparazzi people, and he was like, "Oh yeah, they're about
Hey,
to go
look
out
over
this
here!"
front
Like,
way." Yes,
Boogie, boogie,
yes.
boogie.
He said that they were gonna go out the front way, and so Jody and Diana went out the back way, the more dangerous way. We'll get back to that in
Jody?
a second. And so Henri Paul, Trevor Reese Jones, Dodi Al-Fayed, and Princess Diana are in a car. They go and they zoom and they go into the tunnel, which, by the way, not the right way to go, but whatever. We'll get back to that. Anyway, so they go in the tunnel. Lots of stuff happened from when from when the car crash happened and when they went in the tunnel. Let me explain. So, starting off, they go into the tunnel. Lots of things may
Happened.
have caused
Yeah,
them to crash. But basically what happened was they were going at least like 120 miles per hour in the tunnel, and then they
Why were they speeding?
what?
Why were they speeding?
To get away, to quote unquote get away from the paparazzi.
But the
then
paparazzi
something
was
else
out front.
I know. And then something else came up
Well,
that said,
Why quote
what's that
unquote? Were they
something
trying to
else?
get away from the paparazzi or not?
let me finish. So
Okay.
So what had happened was
So what happened?
What had
Okay.
happened was
So they were going 120 miles an hour, and then they did a test, quote unquote test.
like a math test.
They did an autopsy on Henri Paul, or no.
While he was driving.
While he,
Well, that's the fucking problem.
so they tried to do an autopsy in the
Henri
tunnel.
Paul, okay, they did a test on the driver, whether it was Henri Paul or not, it doesn't matter. But they did a test on the driver saying that he had, quote, 3 times the France drink and drive limit. So
That's a
he
hell of a
was-
quote.
That's not a conspiracy, though. That just
No,
He had a good
no,
time.
Because the conspiracy is the fact that they did an autopsy. You see what I'm saying? So they
No.
Okay, so listen. So they didn't do the autopsy. So they did it incomplete. In fact, they rushed it. In fact, they didn't even, I think there were more details, but basically what happened is that the autopsy was just completely invalid. All the because here's the thing. All the reports on it, all the magazines that said this guy had 3 times over the speed limit, or over the over the drink and drive limit. They say drink and drive because they're British and strange, but over the
But it's in France.
I know it was France. It was 3 times in Britain.
In British, it was centimeters, right?
No.
Is that-
In
2 times in a crumpet.
in England, it was only 2 times over the alcohol consumption.
Oh, yeah, because that's an important detail that we need to spend 15 minutes on.
No, because here's the thing. They published it on the newspapers before it even came out. It was completely Ratified. I think that's the word.
Ratified. Got it. Okay, so they voted.
It was completely
Wow. That's also how
Yes.
gossip works. You know,
Yes.
tabloids.
Yeah. So that's what.
Yeah.
So okay, and then basically what also happened, Dodie and the driver killed on impact. The guy who was not the driver but next to the driver in the next seat next to the
Passenger?
driver.
Yeah, the
Yeah, the
passenger
passenger
seat.
seat. He got his face like smushed off. So you'll see like pictures of him, and he's got reconstructive activities on his face. So he was the
Reconstructive
only
what?
one who survived. But Diana, what happened to Diana?
Nugget,
was
stop. Reconstructive what?
Reconstructive facial surgery. That's what I said the first time.
You said titties.
I said what?
I heard titties.
Hey, that's what I heard.
I'll
So-
take it.
Wait, you said Dondi and the driver died immediately. Is that what you said?
Dodie.
whatever.
Dodie.
So him and the driver died immediately?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
they
so who
were-
did they do the surgery on? Diana?
They did the surgery on Diana. So basically,
But I thought Diana was dead.
well, she is
Yeah.
dead.
So why would
She
they do
died later.
reconstructive
So what
surgery?
happened was,
Oh, you mean post-mortem, like she was dead, but
No.
they tried to make her corpse prettier?
technically, but not really.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
So let
Yes,
me
but
talk.
no.
So let me talk. So she gets slammed in. She gets, and she's got
Right.
a lot of issues with her. She's got like brain injuries, concussions, broken arm,
Several
something
concussions.
wrong with her heart. I'm not sure where the pulmonary vein is, but that's
It's in your
something
leg.
that happened. And she had like a cut on her leg, and she was like, I think she was bleeding out of her ears. What the first witness said, and that was scary. But basically, the French people come and they,
That
you know,
was
they
scary.
get her together and they try to stabilize her on site. So that was their first.
Oh my
mistake.
God! Not stabilizer on
because-
site.
Because if they have like a most countries have like a grab and go type of situation. They grab the person and they immediately get them to the hospital, which is the
Yeah,
best
but I
way
mean,
to-
stabilize could mean something
Yes,
as
they
simple as
do.
like,
No,
if
they
your
don't. They-
artery
they-
is like gushing,
stabilize you
then
first.
someone's gonna stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, they have to obviously like stabilize you, but like it's not.
So
Well, yeah,
then
but
what
you
the
just said
issue
most
is?
countries don't.
But no. I read credible sources.
Uh huh.
Yeah, you read tabloids. We got that.
No,
No.
So, all right, most countries grab and go. They stabilized, and that's the problem, right?
yeah, they quote
Okay.
unquote grab and go, where they basically stabilize and they get the person to the hospital as fast as they can. But what the French people did was they tried to work on her at the scene, which is their
Uh-huh.
first mistake. Instead of just like grabbing her, like securing the body and just going. And
Over their shoulder.
yes. And so the ambulance, even though the hospital was 3 miles away, the ambulance took 3 or 1 hour. It's 1 to 3 hours to get there. It was probably about 1 hour and 10 minutes, but they stopped along the way.
That's a very wide margin of error.
It's like you're just saying stuff. Do you even know what you're
It was
saying?
Definitely 1 hour and 10 minutes.
1 to
Okay,
3
but-
hours or 1 hour and 10 minutes. Whatever.
But it's also
1 or 2
Paris.
days. Was it maybe? Do you know if you've read that maybe she was like stuck in the wreck and they had to work her out of the car wreckage? Maybe her leg was stuck or something.
Oh yeah.
You know how they have the
definitely
jaws of
stuck.
life?
Yeah, they had to like cut her out of there in certain places.
Well, then it's not. Then it's not
So-
that suspicious that they took their time to bring her to the hospital.
Can I read something real quick? Mm-hmm. When the witnesses reached the scene, some rushed to help, trying to open the doors and help the victims, while some of them took pictures. Police arrived
Yeah.
about 10 minutes after the crash, and an ambulance was on site 5 minutes later.
Yes.
Okay, everyone, be honest. So you arrive at the crash scene. You want to
Yeah.
help. You want to be a good Samaritan, but you recognize, oh shit, it's Princess Diana and that
Yeah.
rich Arab. Are you gonna stop and help, or are you gonna start taking photos, knowing
Sign
you
my
can
Beanie
sell them
Baby.
at like?
Bro, like, I'm not even kidding. If it was Joe Biden, I'd take a couple quick pics and then
Oh,
just fucking
hell
walk
yeah.
away.
I would sell them for like 10 grand a pop to TMZ. Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
lifting
Just
a
take
finger.
a couple pictures, walk away. That's all I do. Same thing with Princess Diana.
I have a question. What's a Samaritan?
Oh my god.
Uh,
So,
I didn't know first.
I'm
a normal
picturing
person.
me by like this fiery car crash and this
It's not that fiery.
blonde famous chick bleeding out of her
That's
ears
fire.
like a
And,
candle in the wind. Go ahead.
Okay.
Samaritan, I think, comes from the Bible. It's people who do good.
Okay.
And help
Thank
others.
you. I appreciate that.
Jesus Christ.
So they
I love you, Kyle.
stopped many times, but we're just gonna pretend like that was fine. Okay. We're just gonna pretend like everything was fine.
Okay.
She died. She
Okay,
died.
but I was just saying, like the 1 hour and 10 minutes or whatever it was, that's not so suspicious if she was stuck in the car.
Well, she was stuck in the car and her blood pressure kept getting too low, so
They
they
had
had,
no
to
choice but
stop
to,
multiple times.
So that
Yeah,
makes
they had
more
a
sense that
choice.
it took that long then. What?
They had a choice.
Yeah.
What
They
choice?
chose that
What
one.
choice? To pick up the car and bring it with them? Like, they had to get her out of the car.
Tow it to the
it wasn't
hospital.
like that.
You're stuck in a car. It's not like they're going to take the car to the hospital. They're going to
Well-
take you out of the car.
No, the first witness, he literally described her. He was able to take her and pull her back, and so her head like laid back, and he saw her. So she wasn't that difficult. She just had to get out from like her lower
Maybe her
body. had
legs
to
were
get out.
stuck.
So her
I
legs
don't
were
think-
stuck.
Well, what if you
So
could
here's
move the
thing,
fucking
and
head
no, no, no,
back?
it's not. It doesn't take 2 hours.
How do you know?
I also don't think you're supposed
Are you
to
a
like
first
yank
responder?
a victim
No.
like that and jostle them around, trying to yank them out of a car.
Yeah. Part of it is stabilizing them so you don't do any more damage if they're still alive.
Okay, I'm not saying that that's an issue. I'm just saying.
Then why are
that
we
that
talking about
happened,
it?
And it could have been an issue.
So you're not saying
Okay,
it's
fair
an
enough.
issue.
So they take too long.
It's an issue.
Okay, they took too long.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay, and so when Diana was at the hospital, she had a heart attack 2 hours before she died, a cardiac arrest. My manager's helping
Line.
me. A cardiac arrest.
Another heart attack.
And so she had a heart attack, and then 2 hours later, they tried to do like massaging her pulmonary artery vein thing.
There was a groping.
I love that.
Yeah, they probably did do that. They said
I'll
they
do
did
it.
that for about 2 hours. And then she,
Look, it's all caved in. Still hot.
yeah. And then she died. She was pronounced dead at 4 a.m. on August 31st, 1996. Also my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom. It's not her birthday today, though. It was anyway.
Your mom was born in 96?
No, it was 97,
Oh.
not 96. But no, she wasn't born. She was born before.
Oh,
that.
okay.
Sorry, I'm not going to talk about my mom. Anyway,
Okay.
so what had happened was the issues. That's such an easy way to get a laugh from Anthony. What had happened was
It's funny.
Okay, so the conspiracy surrounding this issue, because obviously people are gonna question like, hey, yo, these people were like kind of rich and famous and had a lot to like, give and stuff like that, like a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I hear
Well-
that exact question all the time.
Like, can rich people not die in car crashes? Is that like against the rules?
No, because here's the thing. So Diana had her son, one of her sons was going to be the Prince of the England. And so
The England, right?
the UK. Oh, thank you.
Wasn't he already Prince as soon as he was born?
Sorry, King. He was going to be king. And so the British family is racist and Islamophobic. So, but like seriously, they killed. Okay, this was one of many theories. Dodi's father actually claimed this like publicly. I just spit.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
We're losing her, man.
Sorry.
She's
Everything's
been
okay.
doing pretty good. I mean, much better than the last time.
Yes.
Thank you.
I mean, you also haven't tried the finger thing yet, so.
I don't know what the finger thing is. Anyway. Oh yeah, it was the finger thing. Sorry.
What's the finger thing?
It was when he did like
Shut
that.
the fuck up and
Oh,
talk.
God.
Go.
Okay, so his father, Dodi's father, the Diana's lover's father, was kind of a mess afterwards, but basically he was like really ramming in the conspiracy. You know what I mean? But specifically the one about Henri Paul and how he worked. You okay? Okay. And how he worked for MI6, which basically he blamed MI6. And I don't know if you know what MI6 is, but it's basically the British version of the FBI. So he blamed the FBI with accents. So basically,
That was kind of funny. The FBI with accents. That's good. Did you come out with that all on your own?
Oh.
oh, what?
Did you come up with that on your own? That's pretty funny.
Yes, I just came up with that right now. I'm actually pretty good on my feet.
I don't.
Good job, Nugget. Oh,
okay.
thank you. Okay. Okay. So,
Okay.
okay. So,
Why was the
father-
FBI following her though?
Oh, yeah, so basically the FBI was following her because of many things. So she was always a rebel in, doing everything she did. She always wanted to expose the royal family because she was so upset. They always had this what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas mentality, but she didn't like that. So she was super public.
Why was she in Vegas?
She was super public
think-
with everything that they did in the royal family. So
So she was embarrassing them, is your
Yeah,
point. But
she was
also, wouldn't the
embarrassing
MI6 just be following her by just the mere fact that she was a princess?
at some points, yes, but also the fact that she didn't. Okay. So basically, they didn't want Dodie to be. Oh yeah, the whole reason. Sorry, the whole reason she was murdered is because Charles and Camilla. Do you know who Camilla is?
No.
No.
Camilla Parker Bowles. Yes, her last name is Bowles. She and
What
Prince
is the
Charles-
conspiracy?
No, okay. She and Prince Charles were always at it, always. So even before Princess Diana came into the whole thing, she was only 19 and he was 36 when they got married. It was kind
I
of
thought-
disgusting. So then,
What?
throughout that entire time, Camilla and Charles were cheating on each other, and the whole reason Princess Diana was killed, people say, is because
Who was
she,
you said Camilla and Prince Charles were
Shut up,
cheating
I
on
wanna-
each other.
Yes, no. So they were cheating together. They were cheating together. They were eloping. That kind of
Eloping.
sounds inappropriate. I don't know what that word actually means. but they
Eloping
were,
They were
means
cheating
to
on
go
other
get
people
married.
with each other.
Oh
They
my
were-
god.
they were knocking the biscuits. I'm not sure if that's they were
That's not a thing.
grinding the gears.
Knocking the biscuit.
Salt and apple.
Grinding the gears?
Bumping
That's not
butts.
what that means.
Okay.
I think you're grinding Doug's gears. I don't think you're fucking.
Okay. So just basically they were cheating the entire time Princess Diana and Prince Charles were married. Well, Diana, because she's not princess anymore. But anyway, so the only way that the only way that Charles could remarry to Camilla, making Camilla queen, was if Diana was dead.
Really punctuated that one.
Yeah. Sorry, that was really loud.
Would you care though? I mean, would that really matter enough to kill your whatever the fuck she is, or his sister-in-law, the princess? Like, if I was a prince, I really wouldn't care if I ever get to be king. I don't give a shit.
Well,
I'm gonna
that's
be rich
you.
either way. I'm still part of the royal palace, right?
That's you. You're.
Oh,
Oh,
my
it's
God.
still gone.
Uh-oh.
It's all right.
This is
Video.
awkward. Did his hotel Wi-Fi crap out?
It's all right.
Can I leave the show now? Doug's, or
Haven't you been
Sure.
leading the show? Yeah, have at her.
her?
Go ahead.
Just keep going.
Just-
Are you implying your show has boobs?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I wasn't making any implications. I just
Okay. So since Doug isn't here, I'm gonna, Anyway, are you taking a picture?
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. I'm gonna lay down the law of the land here.
Okay.
So, Princess Diana was murdered because Charles wanted to marry Camilla and go through all the proper proceedings. So what Kaya said, I'm so happy he's here. what Kaya said about like the thing. What Kaya said about the thing with the like not caring that he's like, you know, he's already there and stuff like that. But like that's not it. Like they literally care so much. They are so like proper, and this is like life or death to them, especially since it literally was life or death to Diana. And so
Okay, so what's the conspiracy? She was murdered. Who like orchestrated the murder?
MI6, the British people FBI.
What was the point?
Why would you? Why?
Because she
So,
needed to be dead
Charles
for him
could
to
be king.
properly. Yes, no, for him to properly be remarried, she needed to be dead
Why would MI6 care about that?
because they had kickback. They get paid.
They get paid for
Money.
killing a fucking royal person.
No, she wasn't royal
Okay, so then why kill her?
because, oh my God, you
Can't they divorce, or is that not
They
a thing
did divorce.
across the pond?
no, they did.
So if they
Diana
divorced,
wanted to take the
technically
kids
she
and move
remarried.
to Malibu.
Oh wait, so technically then couldn't they? They had no familial relation to Diana anymore. She was divorced, so was the only issue that she was the mother of the would-be prince?
Yeah. So there was.
Why not kill the
issue-
kids then? Isn't that easier? You can strangle a kid. That's so fucking.
Just drown him in a bucket of water.
Wait, but also, why would it?
Throw 'em in the
Why
well.
would it like change the fact that Harry or what's his face, his brother, could become princes or kings eventually if their mom dies? Is that how it works?
So they could eventually. No, this was purely for Prince Charles wanting Camilla to be queen.
Okay, but that never happened.
No, well, it's gonna happen.
Okay.
Prince Charles is king now.
So you're saying they're playing the long game
Oh, Doug is gone.
Yeah.
back
The-
then?
Yeah, they're playing.
That almost took, like-
Everything is the long
Whoa.
game.
Almost 30 years in the making. I guess it worked.
Yeah.
Or it was a car accident. You know what? Whatever.
No, because here's
So
the
how
thing.
did they
Here's
engineer
the
the killing? Did they like have an agent run his car into their car? Did the other person
Yeah.
die, by the way? How did the car crash?
Okay, so they were in a tunnel. They were going really super fast. They went to the side. They swerved off to the side of the tunnel, hit the side, and then ricocheted back into one of the pillars. So the
Okay, so
car
it was a single
smashed.
car collision, basically. There was no other party.
But there was. But I just want to also say that Diana, in
the
a
railing?
letter that she wrote, she stated that, and I have the letter and I can like read it to you, but she basically said that somebody is planning a car crash, brake failures. And she wrote that just a few months before she died.
Yeah, but then she also got in a car with a rabid drunk man. Like, if you're trying to protect your life and you claim that there's a conspiracy out to get you, I'm not gonna be getting in a car with a drunk driver.
Here's the thing. Okay, there was a security camera minutes before this happened, or like 10, of him
10.
going down, of the driver going down, tying one shoe, going up from that shoe, tying his other shoe, swerving. He was doing stuff so precisely. People
Oh
around
no,
him.
that is not an excuse. Listen, I can take 10 shots and still juggle.
Yeah, I was
That's
about to say,
not-
I'm
that
like,
is- that doesn't
I don't know
mean
if you've
anything
ever
to me.
gotten drunk before,
Right.
but I could tie my shoes
Yeah.
if I was fucking
Yeah.
plastered.
People that drink
both of
learn
them.
how to compensate, and they don't look drunk all the time. I mean, it's fine.
But what about all the eyewitnesses that said that he did not act drunk, he didn't sound drunk, he didn't smell drunk? They literally were like up in his breath, like.
Maybe
know?
he was a functional alcoholic. You know, those kind of people exist, right?
Or
Where they're
No,
maybe
drunk
they
most
were
of-
also drunk.
No,
Yeah,
because
they just didn't
never
notice.
had. Oh my god.
All
You-
because
you're
somebody
sa-
says I'm not drunk doesn't
So-
mean I'm not drunk.
Right. The argument you're making right now is the worst kind of argument. I really want to believe this, so I need you to believe this too. That's the argument you're making.
No,
Yes.
no.
Then
plus,
make
how
your
many
argument.
witnesses
You're
were
not,
there?
you're not
What-
making an argument.
But how about this? Like, what good reason do we have to believe those eyewitnesses at the party over the police breathalyzer test?
It wasn't a party. It was her staff.
Well, I thought you said they went to dinner or something.
Yeah, they went to
And drank
dinner,
it
but they also
Yeah,
had
well,
to,
well
like-
whatever. So, point is, I assume what eyewitness was there then? Other patrons at the diner, right? The restaurant?
No, so basically in the hotel room they had to like figure out a plan and stuff like that to get out the other way. So
He's
they had
asking you
security-
who
I know, I'll
identified
get there.
that he was drunk.
You're little. Oh my god. Okay.
Take a deep breath. It's fine. Calm down.
Where's Doug?
Don't worry
Got
about that.
sick of your
Calm
shit
down.
and left.
Anyway, her security guards, everybody who like she just had an entourage or something like that of people who were hired to protect her, and like there was always people with her. I don't know, I'm not famous, but they were hired people. They were people that are with like
And
sometimes
they're going to say whatever they need to say in that situation.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
because
also
why,
that.
why would they say it's a conspiracy when they could just say, yeah, the paparazzi did it? Like, it's so
No,
much
that's not a
easier.
conspiracy. That's just their lawyers telling them, if anyone asks you anything, you say, I don't know nothing.
Right.
I don't know. He was drunk. I don't know if he was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah.
Didn't see him
No,
drunk.
a
Don't
lot
know
of
nothing.
them
I didn't
go-
see Diana. Diana
Right.
who?
I don't even know her.
So is the car going like 120 miles per hour? Is that disputed or corroborated by anyone? Or is that
Yes,
official?
because they had a picture of the thing, the
Speedometer.
Speedometer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
How did they have a picture of the speedometer?
Shut up. They had a
The
picture.
speedometer is in the car.
Oh
How
my
did they
God.
get
Oh,
a
no.
picture from
Give me a
inside the
second.
car?
Give me a second. Okay, it was frozen in the car, so they had a. I'm still trying to make the
Frozen?
speedometer with my hands, but it was frozen on the dash. So they, investigated the car. There was a picture. There was like,
After the crash? That doesn't mean anything. That's like, okay, well, the driver's wheel is through the driver's skull now. That doesn't mean it was there before the crash.
Well, it doesn't mean
The
it
speedometer
wasn't.
just broke.
Okay, well, it doesn't mean it wasn't.
Fair enough, but
That's your argument? It doesn't mean it wasn't? Really?
that's
That's
such a
some
bizarre
strong
argument. That's
evidence.
like,
That doesn't mean it was. So.
I don't think
Okay,
you
yeah,
understand
fair
how this
enough.
works. You're making a statement and then you're saying, well, just because your evidence proves otherwise doesn't mean my evidence isn't true. Well, I mean,
What evidence? What evidence?
What
That's
evidence?
what we're
you're the one
asking
lacking
you.
the evidence,
Yes.
not
I'm
the
telling
other
you.
side.
You're making a claim. I'm not making a claim.
That's like, look, that's like if I said, hey, after the crash, I noticed that all of the tires are missing, and I found one and it was deflated. Maybe that caused the crash, or
No, that's
you know,
not
the
how
the
it
car got all
works.
fucked up.
No. Anyway,
You can't cry your way out of this.
so also there was they hit a Fiat Uno, a white Fiat Uno.
A car.
because they-
It's fine.
No, because it's a specific car who was owned by Jean-Jacques.
Do you know the year of the car? What was the year?
It was owned by Jean-Jacques.
What was the mileage? Do you know the mileage? Was that half tank of gas? How much gas was in it? I'm just trying to get all the details,
So they crashed into another car from the front, from behind. Did that person die?
It was on the rear. Okay, no, because he was put in there because he's part of MI6.
Oh,
so it all
Jesus
comes back to MI6.
Oh.
So it's it's all coming around.
So there was a car that got wrecked and somebody put into it
No.
afterwards?
No. The Fiat Uno came up from behind, like pushed it into where it was going. So it would have just gone straight, but the Fiat Uno pushed it on the tail light, and there was white paint on the tail light. And that white paint belonged to a Fiat Uno. The Fiat Uno belonged to Jean-Jacques Anderson. And so that guy was the guy who was in MI6 who was plotting against them.
What, was he like an official MI6 employee?
Not an employee, he was a spy. He was a legit spy.
Okay, but there's no like public record of him being connected to MI6.
Yeah, there is.
Then he's not a spy.
Well, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
so
he was
he's, like, on their
retired. He was
payroll?
retired. He was retired.
He was retired.
He was a retired spy, but he still worked there.
I don't know that spies can retire, can they? I don't know that's how that works.
Are you a spy?
Maybe, but like, I mean, if I was going to hire someone for that job, I would make sure that there's no trace. I wouldn't hire retired staff for that. I would hire active staff and make sure that there's no paper trail at all.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's why they found him, and it was like this reverse psychology thing. Like, oh, you found this guy, but like he barely has any connection to it, so nobody's gonna believe you. Technically, so they had like a padded they had an investigation into what Diana's murder was, and there was 175 conspiracy theories. So that was just one of them. I'm just kind of throwing out.
So you're just
everything that I
picking your
remember.
favorite one.
No, I'm just throwing out everything I remember because I can't remember everything.
No, she's
Is
like
there-
mixing everything.
Is there a version where Diana isn't even the target? Like, how do we know that Dondi wasn't the target? If he's like a rich oil mogul or whatever the hell he was.
Dodie.
Okay,
It's
Dodie.
probably Dodie
Well, what
too,
if
because
somebody?
there was racism.
Because they're all.
So
Oh,
then
no,
why
not because
doesn't
of
the
racism,
fucking
I
Queen
meant
of
more
England
like-
launch nukes like towards the Middle East? Like,
No, because
who
it
gives a
was
shit if
him,
they're
because
racist? It's not like they're fucking
was a-
acting on anything to kill one motherfucker.
Calm down. There was a rumor that
Oh.
Diana was pregnant with Dodie's child. So they were
I
already
meant
going to get
more like,
married.
what if Dodie had enemies back home and they genuinely didn't care about Diana whatsoever? She was just an innocent bystander or a casualty, and someone was actually just trying to get rid of Dodie.
Okay.
That was easy.
I was just asking. I'm not making
I
a
don't
statement. I was
think
just
it
asking if
happened
that's
before
a
I was
theory out
born.
there.
I was not born in the 90s. That happened before. I wasn't there. I'd never been to Paris. So I don't know. I'm just giving you what I found.
Wow.
Okay?
I mean, that's fair. I wasn't born in Wuhan, but I still know that virus came from a lab. Like, you can't have evidence to support
Right.
your claims.
Oh, I talked about that in my China conspiracy.
Oh, no,
I'm glad you
We're
didn't talk
staying,
about
we're staying on track here, okay?
Okay. Thank you. Okay, there were some other things, like the fact that there were 14 cameras in the tunnel, and none of them, they were either broken or moved the other way. None of them caught the car accident on camera, so none of them could like show the replay of what actually happened. So
Okay,
That was
that
an
does
issue.
sound suspicious, but at the same time,
Mhm.
I don't believe that there were 14 cameras to begin with in 1997 in a tunnel. That sounds like way too many.
but
Yeah,
there
not
was
only that, have you ever driven around and seen a camera staring at streets?
I can't drive.
You're 18. What is wrong with you? Get
A
your life
lot
together.
of things.
That's fair. I just don't think in like whatever some bumfuck tunnel in Paris, there's gonna be 14 cameras. How long?
Cameras.
It's Paris. My manager's kind of getting.
That's your argument? It's Paris?
She's okay. You want to say what you said before? It's Paris. She said it's F-wording Paris. So of course there's cameras, but it was also a very wealthy part of Paris.
Okay, it's fucking Paris. Of course there's
Yeah,
cameras.
yeah,
That's a good argument.
My argument wasn't so much that
I'm
it's.
not trying to argue that there wasn't cameras. That's just a
I know.
fact.
No. In the 90s, there were a bunch of cameras in the tunnel.
Okay, if,
Dude,
well, if you
no,
wanna
no,
go
No, I'm also not arguing that it's
investigate-
Paris. I'm basically like even 9/11 attacks, and we have like what 2 angles from camera phones,
Right.
That's not
and
true.
that was 2001. So okay, well, still not 14 different camera angles,
Right.
right?
Okay, all right.
Even
So
if
it's kind of
there were,
suspicious to me that anyone would claim they had 14 cameras.
even if there were 14 cameras, was there even high definition in 1997? So they were probably like potato quality. Even if they did work, none of that is.
Okay, the
Believable, really.
conspiracy is Diana got murdered. I'm not talking about the 14 cameras.
Okay, yeah, but she
I'm
got
just
into a car
assuming
accident. How
that
did
this
she
is
get
correct.
murdered?
She got murdered because MI6 planned the car accident.
How?
They
Have
made
you-
it look like an accident. In fact,
Okay, is there
Yeah,
like
and
any
there was a drunk
conspiracy
who
surrounding after the? You said she died of a heart attack 2 hours later? Or
No.
sorry, she had a heart attack and then 2 hours later she died?
Yes, she had a heart attack.
In the
and
hospital?
2 hours later, her pulmonary vein. I don't know what had happened, but I remember that word preliminary. So that had
Pulmonary?
something to do with that. And then she was dead, but they massaged her heart, but she never regained consciousness. So she was.
Was that in the hospital or still in the
Yes.
tunnel?
No, that was in the hospital. That was at 4 a.m. So the crash happened at about 12. Well, they left at 12:05, and then everything happened, and then it was about like 1 when the crash it was about like 12, and then 1 things happened. Yeah. It was later.
This isn't a very believable story. Chances are she just got into a car accident.
I'm not even talking about the murder. I'm talking about what actually happened, what's on record. I'm trying my best.
It doesn't make it any better.
The official record is believable. I mean, she got in a car crash. 2 people died. She got hauled to the hospital. She died after they scraped her remains
tried.
off the asphalt.
They tried to
Yeah,
save
they
her. They
tried.
couldn't. You know.
Yeah, so of course that's believable, but there could have been foul play.
Your conspiracy hinges on the fact that multiple people were telling the truth and saying, yeah, this guy's not drunk, when in reality he was, after an autopsy confirmed that he was drunk.
The autopsy didn't confirm that he was drunk, though.
That's what you said. Who said he was drunk then? Because apparently, according to you, everybody else said he wasn't drunk.
No,
And he
'cause
tied his
the
shoes.
tabloids said he was drunk before the autopsy results even got out. Like, there was a tiny rumor.
Oh, the
and then it
tabloids
got-
said it isn't. I thought there was like a breathalyzer test, or they tested his blood or something.
They did an autopsy, but there was an issue with the autopsy. I can't remember what it was, but there was some
Man,
fishy.
that's almost like an important detail to add.
The issue with the autopsy was that it doesn't support your theory. Is that what the issue was?
No, I can go into my notes if you want.
There should have been a detail that you might want to remember.
I had it. I just put it in there. I can go into my notes.
Ask your
if you
stage
want me
whisperer.
to. She doesn't know. She knows.
Neither do you.
Okay, then I can also make a claim. Like, he was on fentanyl.
No, he was actually on Prozac.
He was a
which is
pioneer.
what I'm on. So, but he was, yeah. But I can look at my notes if you want the specifics, because I'm sure I'm missing things.
Yeah, I'm sure you are too.
Shut up.
Just curious about who claimed that he was drunk, specifically. Besides tabloids, you can't just say tabloids.
Oh, Mohammed Al Fayed, which is Dodi's father, said that Diana's body was deliberately embalmed shortly after her death to make sure that nobody knew that she was pregnant.
Is that like opposed to accidentally embalmed? I don't
know
But
what
why
you're
would you? How does embalming? If I wanted to erase all evidence of a baby, I would cremate the body.
right. Yeah.
She's a
Not
princess.
embalm. If anything, embalming would like preserve the corpse.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like a
Actually,
mummy.
the
Embalming
embalming
and then put
fluids. The embalming
Embalming-
fluid removes a lot of like DNA evidence and shit, like with all the formaldehyde and all that.
Like
But so does
liquefies
burning a
everything.
corpse to ashes.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So,
But she needed to be put in the casket and immediately shipped out the next day to be able to, do the thing with the whole thing.
Do the thing, right? Yeah.
I don't think she was gonna have an open casket one way or another.
No, but they just had to make her look presentable to whoever was doing that. They said
See,
presentable.
okay,
I
well,
don't-
but then that would support why there would be an excuse for why they gave her reconstructive facial surgery. So
they didn't give her
she would still look
reconstructive
pretty in
facial
death.
that's what you said.
You say
No,
that?
I said that the driver or the bodyguard, the guy who was in the passenger seat.
I
remember
asked
the
you if
debacle?
Diana got it, and you said yeah.
Oh,
mixing
well,
up
I
your
didn't
lies.
hear you.
You're mixing up
My
your
bad.
lies.
Do you work for MI6?
No.
Okay. So you're
Richard
saying this
Tomlinson,
all
a former-
hinges on Camilla being queen 40 years later or whatever.
No. There's part of that, Camilla being queen, because they really did not like each other, and like Diana trying to like stand up to her, and it was so bad. Anyway,
Hang
but
on.
there was
Why
also
would
racism with the the Dodi being Muslim
racism,
and
white people
Egyptian.
bad. Yeah, but why would
No,
they
no,
give
I'm
the
not saying that
drivers
white people
facial
are bad.
surgery?
I'm saying that they thought Dodi was bad because they didn't want a brown person like to be near, like the
So-
family.
So they
Yeah,
killed her.
but she's not in the family, so it doesn't
No.
matter.
No, because she's still technically in the family because she's the stepfather of the.
She's
king.
She's the
stepfather?
stepfather?
No, he's the Dodi is.
Is
the
that what they were trying to
stepfather
hide
of
with the
future
surgery?
king.
Let's shave that Adam's apple off. Give
So,
her some
okay.
Botox tits.
So I'm confused about this. So the whole idea is that Camilla is going to be queen 40 years later. Or 30 or whatever it is.
Because there's
And
that,
racism.
but there's also there's also the fact that Charles wanted to marry Camilla because he was her like one true love or whatever.
Okay, did they ever get married?
Yeah, they're married now. They've been married for a while.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you're wrong. I'm like,
I
Wait,
really
wrong
haven't
about
given a
what?
shit about the royal family like ever.
But
Yeah.
what has conceivably changed due to these events? Okay, so he's king now, but what does it matter? Harry and his brother, they basically exiled themselves, so they're not even. At least Harry did.
okay, I don't know why it matters. It just happened. They care.
Okay, explain
They
this.
obviously
don't
In
know
this
why it
conspiracy
matters.
theory, what is, according to the conspiracy theorists, why did the driver get a facial lift after the
He
crash?
did not.
It was the passenger, not the
face was-
driver.
His face was. You know what I mean? It was
But
all.
he died,
crud.
right?
No, he didn't die.
The driver
He's still
lived.
alive. Wait, let me hear.
What?
It's this
You said
guy named.
two of them died immediately, and
Yes,
only
there
Diana
were
made it to the
4 in
hospital.
the car. There were 4 in the car.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought it
which
was
two
three.
died?
Trevor Reese Jones. Trevor Reese Jones. He's 54, and he was the bodyguard. So Henri Paul was the driver. Trevor Reese Jones was the bodyguard, and
So-
he is still alive. He is 54.
So what does he
as
say
I
about this? Does he say that she was murdered? I don't
said.
care.
That's supposed to be him.
It's fine.
No, he wasn't supposed to be murdered. He's the bodyguard. Who cares about the bodyguard?
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I'm asking you what he thinks about this whole situation. Does he think it was murder?
He denies the fact that. Okay, so basically what happened is he can't remember a lot of the events, and he was also in a coma for 12 days afterwards.
Uh-huh.
So he can't really remember if there was any, fishy business going on. But he denies being a part of MI6. So I'm assuming he goes by the original or whatever the popular vote is. But who knows? Why are you looking through my
Well,
life?
By
okay,
the
so it
popular
says,
vote?
according to this one article, it says they used 150 pieces of titanium to rebuild his smashed face.
Yeah,
He was 10 days in a coma, suffering
Oh.
severe brain and chest injuries. So if
And
I was in MI6, I don't give a shit what I pledged loyalty to. You're not putting me in a car crash on purpose.
Well, that's you. That's
I
you.
think that's
So,
the majority of people.
Most normal people, yes.
Like,
Yeah.
unless is he a millionaire?
Actually,
That's
that
a
was
literal
one of the
suicide
things-
mission.
Net worth. Here we go. That was one of the things that. That's not the right guy. Okay, sorry. Somebody came up and it said 3.9 billion. I don't think that's the right guy. Anyway,
Oh, well,
Probably
look who's back.
look who's back again. Slim Shady's back. Tell a friend.
Stop it.
Doug, you missed it. We all got debunked. It's true.
Yep. Princess Diana murdered.
No,
Can you hear us?
no.
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
can
she
hear you.
wasn't murdered? Okay.
Oh.
I actually did pretty good.
No. Okay. We'll let you have that one. Sure. Why not?
Okay, so they're not saying his net worth because he's not famous enough.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right,
he's
yeah.
worth nothing, and he wasn't paid by the
No.
fucking.
There was claims that he was actually worth too much, like he had too much money for being a bodyguard, but that kind
Right.
of
Yeah.
sounded stupid,
Definitely
so I
worth
didn't,
too
like-
much. Yeah. Sure.
No, that sounded stupid, so I didn't say it.
You did say it, and it did sound
Well,
stupid.
I-
Yes.
Also, he's a bodyguard to the princess. I think however much he earns, I think it can't really be too much,
Right.
depending on his skill set and if he does his job. Which in this case he didn't. He should have pulled over the driver and said, like, this guy's drunk.
know.
I can't let
They
you drive the
didn't know.
fucking princess.
They didn't know he was drunk
How do you?
because everyone said he wasn't drunk.
Driving 120 miles per hour wasn't a hint that the guy's
were-
drunk or riding the rails.
Well, they were also getting kind of chased by paparazzi, so
Doug,
Yeah,
are
but
you-
they left the
can you
back
hear?
way. How
What
were
paparazzi? Like Sonic the Hedgehog? What fucking
Yes.
paparazzi is that? This isn't the death race.
no, it literally
they're
was.
shooting at the car?
It literally was. Like,
Okay,
the
how did they?
paparazzi were
But you
everywhere.
said they left the back way. How did the paparazzi
Yeah.
know they left the back way?
That's the funny part. I have no idea how, but they somehow mid whatever they figured it out and they started chasing them afterwards. They literally did that. Even that's.
But
the
they would have
official
at least
story.
had a head start.
Yeah, and
right?
not only that,
They
what's
did
the
have a head
point in
start.
speeding away from the paparazzi? What is the paparazzi going to do besides take pictures?
They're gonna.
That too. If I was in that car and I'm Princess Diana and I know I'm pregnant with a child and I'm supposedly not drunk because I'm pregnant and responsible, I would say to the driver, "Can you not go that fucking fast, you asshole? We're not trying to go back to the future, you fucking cunts. Like, you're gonna kill me and my baby.
Right,
I don't
yeah.
care if someone takes a photo."
We're driving in a car. They can take my picture. It's fine.
But what they were also doing, the paparazzi were also reckless driving, and just it was an invasion of.
They
privacy.
had to keep up.
So there was reckless driving and alcohol,
like
but it was
40 of them.
probably murder.
No, so that's
Was the paparazzi ever charged?
Yes, actually, there was a bunch of them arrested for murder.
Are there any
were they
how many
convicted of
photos are there of the actual accident and her corpse, or not her corpse, but her like smushed in face?
Yes, so there's some online, which I definitely tried to find those for research purposes, but most of them are like in official documents. So Harry had said that he had access to them, but his advisor told him not to look at all of them. But they had a lot. They definitely had a lot.
Okay, so don't you think if there was a genuine like, you know, Immortan Joe motorcade chasing Princess Diana with their cameras, there would be way more photos and they would all be public? All
No,
of the
because-
remember the paparazzi are chasing her down, right? So she crashes. Wouldn't they all get out of their cars? And wouldn't we have like 200 photos of the crash?
There is, because they were all arrested.
So they were
Oh, and
arrested.
all their photos were destroyed, right?
Yeah.
No, they weren't destroyed.
Yeah,
they
did they
were
get
taken in
confiscated?
as evidence.
Yeah. So, but they
How
were
convenient.
arrested a split second after the car crash happened. Then.
Well, they
what
were
you're saying.
still there taking photos. So when the police arrived, they were like, "Hey, yo, this is kind of sus." So they, took the guys. They were like,
Kind of sucks. She's
That
bleeding onto
that
the
sounds
fucking
official.
highway. Bummer, dude.
me. But
Foreign state official. We have to scrape her off the floor now, but
So okay, because they were taking pictures instead of helping her, which is kind of obvious because she was like literally dying and they didn't care. And
Who
so
didn't care?
They,
The people that were trying to save her?
no, the people who weren't trying to save her, they were literally just taking pictures.
Yeah, the paparazzi. You mean?
Okay, hold on. How many paparazzi were around the accident taking pictures?
Multiple cars.
How many
Multiple
paparazzi
At least
do you
5.
think?
20.
20. Okay. Do you
People.
think that it would be advantageous if 20 untrained photographers went in and started trying to perform medical
They were
procedures?
trained. They
Trained?
were really trained, or they were professional photographer paparazzi people.
Yeah. So that means they're
mean
trained.
they're
in EMT.
paramedics.
He,
Yeah.
No,
I
but
think
they
he did-
didn't even try to help get her out or like anything. They didn't even call. They were just
Good, they shouldn't. You know how awful it would be for you to be lying there having a heart attack and bleeding out, or for some piece of shit to come over and like punch you in the chest thinking he's helping?
no. That's
if you get into a car accident and
They still
something
have common
is
sense.
wrong and somebody grabs you and pulls you, there's a chance that they can do some serious damage if they don't know what they're doing.
but at least not take pictures of her.
Well, they got to get money.
That's their job. They're trained. That's what they're
They're
trained.
Yeah,
trained,
that is their
right?
job.
You even said it.
That's like the money shot, literally. If I was a paparazzi, I'd pull her body out and pose it.
Yeah, that's,
I'm getting my money.
that's
I'm
a
getting
once in a
paid.
lifetime shot.
Smile, say cheese.
She's unconscious, so.
You're gonna have to move her. That's her bad side.
She has no bad side.
I think you've
Put her
convinced
hand in
me
his
she
butt.
was murdered.
That's good. Now I have 3 others.
Right? Yeah, I'm convinced murdered.
Is it that just because it hit an hour and you're ready to get off?
Yeah, half hour, 20 minutes. Yeah, you had me convinced. 10 minutes in that this
Okay.
was a bad idea.
No, it was a very good idea.
So from what little I see, Nugget, I think you did much better this time.
I would agree.
Thank you.
I appreciate you preparing as much as you did.
Yeah, you kind of stayed way more on topic this time. The topic just sucked.
No, it's swallowed.
All right, and you're up.
And good job.
All right, I've got to wrap this up. I'll explain later.
You would?
Okay,
Are
bye.
you getting divorced?
I'm getting evicted
Yes.
out of the hotel room. I'll be right there.
Oh.
All right, I gotta go.
Oh, my Cash App didn't work. I do have a wish list though. It's on.
Okay.
It's in my bio
Okay,
for
okay, bye.
Discord.
All right, bye.
Please, I've already got stuff.
Okay, bye.
Bruh.
Bye, Nugget. Kaya, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That was fun.
I'm sorry you were gone for a lot of it.
Yeah, so am I.
Are you, though?
He got the lucky way out.
All right, you guys take care.
Yep.
right,
See you
we'll
later, Drake.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye everyone.
Have a good one,
Bye
guy.
bye.